So far we have set up our Docker, and in the Docker we have downloaded an N8N image, and in that N8N image we have created a container that runs our N8N workflow automation tool. Here, when we are running so far N8N locally, it works great from our browser at localhost. But imagine that some external world like GitHub or Slack wants to notify our N8N with some event. When GitHub or Slack wants to reach our computer over internet, it cannot reach to our local host because it is behind our router and ISP. So it has no public address, so our Slack or GitHub cannot reach. So that's where our NGROK comes in. NGROK creates a secure tunnel between your local machine and an internet. And how it works is that NGROK runs on our computer and it connects to the NGROK cloud server. NGROK gives us a public URL, something like ngrok-free.app or something like that. You will get it when you run an NGROK. And when GitHub or Slack sends a webhook to that URL, NGROK receives it and forwards it through the secure tunnel to our N8N local. So it is like NGROK acts as a receptionist with the external services and which talks to NGROK, and then NGROK sends it to our computer. So this enables us to test our webhooks locally during development. We can share our local N8N with teammate temporarily, and we can receive some real-time data from any services without deploying our N8N on the server. Whatever N8N we are running on our local host, that will now get a public IP. So next time onwards, we will use this IP to log into our N8N, and you will see that our webhooks also will represent this N8N network. You can go to the NGROK website, and from the download tab, you can download your NGROK over here. You can install your NGROK agent over here, and now that agent will work on your system. It will forward your local host to the public URL. Okay, all the steps are given over here: how to install an NGROK agent, how to create an authentication, and how to start your endpoint. For us, it will be NGROK HTTP. When you run an NGROK with NGROK command, it will give you an output like this. So here, this is an NGROK web interface, and this is our N8N localhost address. Now this address has been tunneled with this public IP. So you can use this to log in with your N8N. Just copy it. Go to your browser. That's it. Now our N8N workflow is ready and can be accessed from anywhere in the world with this public IP. Log into your N8N workflow and get started. So now you have installed Docker, N8N and NGROK also. So now you need to update your N8N settings over here. So in your N8N, now you need to add webhook URL, and that would be as equivalent to your NGROK application URL, which you got from after running an NGROK over here. So that way, now your N8 nodes will create webhook with this webhook URL. So that way, your external applications like Gmail, GitHub or Slack can communicate directly via webhook to your application. Okay. So now let's verify that our NGROK and N8N setup is working or not with the webhook. Okay. You can click on your workflow from here. Okay. Click on this plus button to add the node and select webhook. Okay. So here if you see, instead of localhost, you will have your NGROK free URL. So that confirms that now you are running your N8N with the webhook, which has an NGROK. So your webhook can now get an input from the external board wherever someone has requested on this URL. That confirms okay. But now we'll trigger this node. So you can set your webhook method to HTTP and copy your webhook link from here, and make sure that there is an NGROK over here, so that tells us that it is ready to listen to a request which are coming through the internet. And once this is, make sure that all configurations look like this, and I'll clear my out. Okay, into the webhook. Now let's say that you can see over here. Now we are listening to the webhook. So you can give an exact prompt call.exe and your webhook URL, and then you can skip NGROK browser warning over here. The moment you hit enter, see that your NGROK has hit. And if you want to give it with some output also, change the request to post. Post API is known for sending an output. So we'll create something to provide an output over here. Try it one more time. This time we have configured our webhook in the post method, so where we can send some information over here with the post API. So you can use this command invoke web request. Our method is post. This is our URL, and heading that we want to bypass our warning for the NGROK. What will be the content is in JSON format, and these are the parameters that we want to send over here. You can add your parameters like priority you can put over here, and the value of it. Let's say I'm putting value 1, and that's it. My request has been sent and my webhook has been caught at my URL. And here you can see the body. We have given name John, sign up, and priority. That's how my webhook also works. We have confirmed that. Okay, now we are good to go, and now we can start developing our workflow. In the next tutorial, we will create some form-based application where user can fill up a form and the data gets automatically saved in your Google Sheet. And we will learn something from that. Thank you.